detail deputies. Okay, so I am looking for the priest. I wonder if this is the priest. Hello? Who are you? This is Father Godwin? Can I ask you a few questions?
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It's raining.
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
I'm not a boy. Not anymore. Let's see. Did you notice anything suspicious?
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What was he doing on the day of the raid?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Has to be some exception.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
You can't hurt him now.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Lubosh was my only lead.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Alright. You learned John Hughes. You learned folk songs. I don't know anything about John Hughes. John Hughes. John Hughes was a priest and thinker, one of the most important Czech religious reformers and preachers. His works, inspired by the theological writings of John Wycliffe, played a key role in underpinning the essence of the Reformation. As of 1398, he worked and disseminated his teachings at Prague University. But as early as 1403, German professors there labeled him a heretic. 6 years later, up to 20,000 doctors, masters, and students were forced to leave Prague University as a result of theological disputes. From 1402, Hus preached at the Bethlehem Chapel in Prague, where all sermons were delivered not in Latin, but in Czech. This place became the center of the Reformation in Bohemia. Because of his controversial relationship with the church and opinions on Catholic ethics, Hus was persecuted and finally convicted of heresy by the Council of Constance, for which he was burnt at the stake. The followers of the reformist idea rallied together after the events at Constance, leading to the beginning of the Hussite Wars. Evidently, the Sir Ars is based on an actual real person, the underage son of Jan Jacek, something I cannot pronounce, and Hedvika of Dauba. After the death of his father, his family, the lords of Leitha, his uncle Henry, his son Hanush, and his brothers became his guardians. Young Lord did not take possession of Ratai, an hereditary estate in Pulna, until 1412. Soon afterwards, he entered political life and held positions in the provincial offices. After the imprisonment of Master Jan Hus, he signed a petition in his defense, but during the Hussite Wars, he was initially on the side of the League of Lords against the Hussites in a few minor battles. In 1419, took part in a battle against the Hussites at Nin, apparently due to the influence of his close neighbor Lasik of Krofar of Sternberg. There are no records indicating he took part in the war. Later, his son was Heinrich Tacek, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, who achieved high office in the Kingdom of Bohemia, becoming Royal Hofmeister and Mince Master. I don't know, what is a Mince Master? I guess this is supposed to be him holding a crossbow. Heh. So a lot of the people in this game are based on actual real historical people. Alright. So I'm supposed to talk to the priest in the tavern in the evening. Okay. Find out more about Limpy Lubosh. I just don't know where to go. And I don't know where the tavern is down that way. I'm gonna go towards the town center. Maybe I'll find out some information there. Talk to everyone I meet. Trader.
Good day to you.
Good day. Can you tell me how that's grayed out? Let's talk trade. Let's see if I can sell him some stuff. Oh, he doesn't have much money. Let's throw some food into the basket. That I stole. Let's see, spirits, wine. Anything else? Okay. Let's see, let's check the basket. And even though it's only 12
I'd like to
coins.
discuss the price.
Aye.
Haggling is good for my speech, so...
Agree?
You won't convince me with that.
Alright. Let's just,
I knew we'd
pay
come to an
for-
arrangement.
I'll ask him about Lubosh anyway. Just in case.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Who was this Lubosh?
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
What was he doing the day of the raid?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
And who was Lubosh seeing?
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Alright,
That's all. Thank you.
not much. End dialogue. Who else can we talk to?
These onions will make you weep like a baby, but oh, wait until you get them in your mouth. Come right up.
I can't tell what direction that voice is coming from. Villager.
Beep.
Have a look at those melons. Wouldn't they make fine treats? Feel free to have a knock.
Zitz Tavern. Villager. Villager. Innkeeper. Alehouse maid. And the villager standing inside of the innkeeper. Apparently I cannot talk to them for some reason. Okay, now I can.
My respects to you.
Can you tell me anything about Lubosh?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Notice any...
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Alright, this is just repeating stuff I've
That's all.
already
Thank you.
heard. What's happening around here?
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Nothing out of the ordinary, praise God.
What? stock to be made. I doubt that she has anything to tell me because it's grayed out, which means that I've already heard it, basically. Let's check inside. You discovered Baker. Uh-huh. Am I hungry? No. Oh, there's a ladder going up. Very hard. Well, I doubt that I can pick it then. Let's try this one. This one's easy. Oh yeah, I'll take all of that. You've reached a new level in lockpicking. Excellent. You're in a private area. Well then let's be very sneaky about it then. What? I can't pick this? I can't open this chest or interact with it in any way? How odd. Alright.
Garlic that will cure all ailments, and onions that will make you cry when you cut them, and cry for joy when you taste them.
Let's see. I don't know where this place is, but let's have a look.
Apples straight from the tree, melons right off the vine, beetroots right from the field.
Trader. Let's talk to the trader.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Stop trade. He only has 180. Okay. Apparently I have 2 axes. Let's put that in the basket. Just put one of these. A lot of bludgeons. $109. $136. Wonder why this has an X over it. A dagger. Ooh. dog skin? Who would want a dog skin? Alright, let's check the basket. We'll take back some of the dog skins. And then we'll haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Raider does not have enough money. Oh well, let's do it anyway, just because I want to get rid of the stuff.
Agree?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'll go for that.
Now, let's see if he has anything that I want. He sells. What is he, like a general trader? Quilted brown jacket. Why has it got an X on there? I don't understand. I have never noticed an X before. Maybe it's a new thing that they just added to the game. Well, let's just exit. Various herbs and whatnot. And a pretzel. Wort. Pretzel. Yeah, he's watching me.
Hey,
sure.
watch it.
Don't block me.
Folks these days.
Yeah. You. Shot guard, huh? Lock. Alright. See if we can find out more information.
Hey! Look out!
That's yours. These people are so rude. Villager.
What's going on there?
Looking for information. Villager. I'm looking for like some named NPCs because I'm assuming that if they're just marked as villager, they're not going to have information. They're just going to have say the same stuff.
Who is it? Who's there?
Me?
What in the...
Villager. They act very oddly, don't they? trader. Is this a road? Rather looks like a muddy road.
Who's there? What's going on there?
You people are daft. Oh. That was the edge of town. See if there's anybody out this way. Discover archery range. Archery master, hello.
God be with you.
And with you. Can you tell me anything about Lubosh?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
Who is this Lubosh?
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
What was he doing?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait. Are you saying he... Jesus.
Who was he seeing?
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
Well, he had nothing really new
That's
to
all.
say.
Thank you.
Archery
Is
contest.
there someone here who can compete with me in archery?
Of course. What do you think this range is for? First, I'll explain the rules to you. You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point, the white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone is finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see? The better the archers you shoot against, the higher the stakes.
All right, that seems straightforward.
Just one more thing. Don't leave while the contest is underway, and never aim or shoot at anything but the target. Otherwise, you're out. Got it?
Got it.
My
How
armor's
good are
starting
you
to
with a
look
bow?
pretty ratty.
So I can find you a suitable opponent.
Repeat the rules.
Could you remind me of the rules, please?
Sure. You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point, the white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone is finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see? The better the archers you shoot against, the higher the stakes.
All right, that seems straightforward.
Just one more thing. Don't leave while the contest is underway, and never aim or shoot at anything but the target. Otherwise, you're out. Got it?
Got it.
Who do you want to shoot against?
Beginner.
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. At least you'll get a bit of practice. Beginners shoot 7 arrows around. Splendid! Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition. Right, archers. Let
me check my weapons. Make sure I have my... Okay, it looks like these are the ones, right? Alright. And I got my bow. Let's see. Huh. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so it looks like they've all shot all their arrows. I still have 4 arrows. And it looks like they maybe have more points than me, which is not surprising because I suck. At least I'm hitting the target, right?
Contest over, archers.
It looks like I came in 2nd place.
Hey, stick that weapon in your belt before the guards see you.
Alright.
Is there someone here who compete with me in archery?
Of course. What do you think this range is for? How good are you with a bow? So I can find you a suitable opponent.
I suck. But this is good practice.
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. At least you'll get a bit of practice. Beginners shoot 7 arrows around. Splendid! Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition. Right, on.
Okay, so I parted with 10 groschen. I want to know, do I get anything for coming in 2nd place? Or am I just out 10 groschen? How many groschen do I have now? What? Okay, it says I have 6.3k. It's not going to tell me exact amounts, huh? Okay, 6353.2. So afterwards, I'm going to see how much groschen I have. See if I got anything from my troubles. This is so difficult. Hopefully I'll level up my archery this way.
Contest over, archers.
Alright, let's check my Russian now. No, I totally lost the money. But they give me free arrows to do it with. So it's basically like I'm paying for arrows to practice, so let's do it again.
Is there someone here who compete with me in archery?
Of course. What do you think this range is for? How good are you with a bow? So I can find you a suitable opponent.
I suck with a bow.
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. At least you'll get a bit of practice. Beginners shoot 7 arrows around. Splendid! Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition.
Alright, so I'm gonna do this some more and
Right, archers. Let's begin.
but I'll do it off camera and we'll see you in the next episode. So please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell icon, and we'll see you next time. Bye.